Hey, I'm Sarah. This is Behind the Design, and I'm sharing my top 3 favorite design features in each room from Sarah Off the Grid Season 2. And we are talking all about the lower level this episode. So let's start with the media room. Element number 1 has to be, absolutely is, the original stone wall, because I think that this wall sums up for me my approach to design, which is you can go into a project with a set of plans fully established with no plan to change anything ever, or you can be responsive to what happens on site. And to be totally honest, I've always preferred to take a more responsive approach. And so in this case, the excavation revealed this glorious wall. That's really what set us on the color palette for the space. And I've tied the exact colors of this foundation wall to the colors in the wallpaper. Super awesome. This is my Zig and Zag wallpaper from my wallpaper collection. And what's really cool about this wallpaper that you don't see on the show, this is printed with raised inks. So it actually has texture and looks like woven rattan or wicker. It's very, very cool. Very awesome. So what else do I love? I mean, I like a lot of things. The glass railing, it's a game changer, but you know from watching the show how amazing the glass railing is. What I think is the thing that you can embrace, that you can think about doing in your own home, is let's talk about the bar. Because how often do you have a staircase cutting through and you have that unused space? If you go to walk under it, bam, you're gonna hit your head, you're gonna knock yourself out. Do you wanna wall it in? Instead, I thought, how cheaply and beautifully can we do this? So I bought a little bit of cabinetry, we tucked it in under the stairs, and I love this because I have to think about the cabinets. How much were the cabinets? $300? $400? Like this is not a big investment, easy to install, clever, simple solution. Lastly, let's talk about the furniture, because the furniture is what really makes the space. And so we've got this giant sectional sofa, and I wanted something that would fill the room. I didn't want to layer in a whole bunch of different seating groupings. I wanted one thing, because you know what the big event is in the media room? The media. So you're watching TV, you're watching a movie, you're watching the game, hopefully you're watching the show, and I want to crowd in as many people as I can in comfort. Now, take a look at those headrests. You see those headrests? You know what's super cool about them? Is that they can move from place to place. And I happen to be married to someone who spends a lot of his time watching TV like this, supporting his head. Doesn't this look comfortable? So that he is comfortable when watching. This is such a clever solution. The headrest just tucks in behind, and you're gonna notice the color palette. And some of you I know are probably thinking, Sarah, what's with this color palette? This does not look like a Sarah palette. But a standalone room, like a media room in a basement, it's a perfect place to experiment with color. Go a little bit further away from what you might put in the living room. Dial up the temperature on the color. Go for bottle green and teal and olive and have some fun, because this is a room that's supposed to be cozy and loungy. There are no windows. This is hanging out, kicking back, and getting comfy. So those are my favorite things. I've lost track of how many there actually were, and I could keep talking about more, but we're out of time.